Hello and welcome everybody back to the BeardedJay podcast, episode 4. Episode 4.
Oh, we made it 4 weeks.
I have no clue. I have to turn you up. You're way quiet.
Yeah, I changed all my mic settings because unfortunately my mic is like stupid in the way it's picking up my desk audio right now. Unfortunately, I don't know if my audio levels are really gonna help it.
Well, right now I think we're evened out. I think we'll be about the same. I think we're good. Let me pull up the topics here. Yeah, I mean, at least I haven't been too good at uploading YouTube videos, but
I couldn't.
consistent with this.
Did you upload last week's?
I did, and then the rendering broke halfway through it, and so I still have not yet reran the rendering.
Yeah, my audio was so fucked up I couldn't do it, and then getting the thought of getting the audio off of you was just like
A lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. Let me hurry and retweet your tweet out so I don't even have to tweet it out myself because I'm that lazy. So do we want to just hop right in then?
Sure. I'm ready whenever.
Do you want to start up with your topic or my topic?
We can do, I guess, mine because it's less of like skill. We're gonna do quick like news based ideas, and then we're gonna talk about the rest of the actual topic for the week. I wanted to talk about the fact that Twitch is removing IRL, or supposedly removing IRL for. I just had them pulled up. They're replacing IRL with 10 new sections. They're going to be replacing with art, hobbies and crafts, food and drink, music and performance arts, beauty and body art, science and technology, just chatting, travel and outdoors, sports and fitness, tabletop RPGs, special events, talk shows and podcasts, and then ASMR. Those are going to be the new 10 topics that replace. I'm pretty sure it's replacing both IRL and creative.
So what's your thought on that?
I don't know. I think that a lot of people think that they're trying to just like brand people's content, which I've heard a lot of dislike for. But in my opinion, you know what? The more topics you have, you know what? The easier it is to find something in the type of content you want to watch. Because I might go into the IRL section and really want to watch a fitness stream, but I have to go into the IRL section and search 100 streams that aren't fitness like streams just to find a fitness stream. I don't know. I think it's a good ad. I think it's a good idea.
I'm with you there. I mean, you literally and it stops the spam of those ASMR channels that are only live like an hour every like couple days, but they just have reruns going all the time, and dude, it shows up as live for some reason.
If Twitch could do me the biggest favor, take reruns off of the live list. Like,
they're supposed to be.
They're not. They're always on the live list. Go watch Fortnite when Ninja runs a rerun. It's on there. Go watch.
Is it really?
Go watch like ASMR streams, and they'll be on the list saying rerun instead of it like not just showing live channels. Because technically they're live, channels live and producing like a video, but it's just a rerun.
Yeah, I mean, it's really annoying actually, because the whole point of Twitch is interactability. You're live streaming. So
I don't know. I think that, you know what, running reruns is useful for some people. You know, it keeps your fans. It lets some of your fans that miss the broadcast rewatch it without sitting there and being like, "Oh shoot, I have to go back and rewatch it." But it's probably hard to rewatch when they're live streaming that day too. I think that the rerun function is useful. I think it's a nice function. But I don't think that it should be on the live list, or it should be the list should be separate in the way that like it shows, and because it's just like it's not really. I don't know. It's kind of the argument of why are you taking up a spot on the list when you're not actually like really live? Like, yes, your content is there, and yes, we get to watch you play your game, but it's like it was from yesterday or the day before. It's like, I don't think it should be on the live list. I think that it should have its own spot. I don't know where they'd put it. That's up to them to decide. But I just think that it taking up a spot is kind of it hurts the findability of everyone else.
I think it should just show up as at the bottom of the list, so followers can go see it. But if you're a new viewer, like,
Well, the
you're not
problem
gonna
the
see it unless
problem
you
is
scroll.
like, well, at least in my experience in my watching Twitch, I've never
Mhm.
watched a new streamer's rerun. I've never gone to a new channel and watched their rerun because I'd rather watch them live and I'd rather watch them interact. And it's just
Right.
like everything about live interaction is like what I'm here about for Twitch. But it's like, okay, would I watch someone I like's rerun? Yes. But I'm not gonna watch somebody I don't watch. I'm not gonna go on IRL and see a rerun for someone I've never watched. That, oh, let's watch that channel. Let's watch that rerun. See if I
Let me go
like
check
it.
it out. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that.
I'd rather watch someone who's actually live.
I think at the end of the day, the biggest thing about this change that I love is ASMR's out of that section. Even though the section's gone, ASMR is in its own little place on Twitch, which I think is as it should be. I
Yeah,
think ASMR should be away from anything else.
yeah. I don't know.
If you want.
It's kind of like I don't really understand. Well, I guess tabletop RPGs is for people that physically sit there and play like Dungeons and Dragons, which I've actually tried to convince
There's
people to do.
so many channels like that.
Dude, I've tried to. My buddies wanted to get me into a D&D game, and I said I'm down. Then we set it all up, and we never did it. And I said my only thing is, if it's fine with you guys, I'm going to bring my computer and I'm going to set 2 cameras up, and we're going to do it live on my channel. And they said that's fine, but we just never all got together because I think that would be
sounds
so.
like so
I
much
think it would
fun.
just be fun to like, you know what?
Oh yeah.
A new type of content to sit there and say, you know what? I'm normally a gamer, but I'm hanging out with my friends, and we're playing a game. It's not a video game, but
Yeah.
but
And I mean, and now you can go to, and now they have the what? It's the traveling section. So if you want to go watch a Japanese IRL stream,
mhm.
you can literally just go to a. It's I don't think there's anything wrong with it
I think that
at
some of the
all.
I've seen people on Twitter talk, mostly IRL streamers, talk about how it's like, oh well, my content doesn't fit into any of those. It's like, it's got to be pretty close to one of these because it's like, come on, like if you're traveling, it's like you're under traveling outdoors. If you're,
Easy.
it's like there you shouldn't have to sit there and argue that, hey, well, my stuff doesn't fit. Well, what could you possibly be doing that doesn't fit in those categories? And I guess there are exceptions, but it's like it's got to fit.
I can't think of any.
It's got to fit. Well, I don't watch enough IRL streamers to really know. If anyone wanted to tell me, like, what you stream that wouldn't fit into a category, and I'd like
Right.
to sit there and see if I think that it would fit under a category, and if I looking for a brand new IRL streamer, looking for your type of content, where I would instinctively go in that list of ideas.
Well, what are the sections again? Can you read them out again?
It's
If you still have
art,
them pulled up.
hobbies and crafts, food and drink, music and performing arts, beauty and body art, science and technology, just chatting, travel and outdoors, sports and fitness, tabletop RPGs, special events, talk shows and podcasts, which we'll actually have to move to, and then ASMR.
That covers everything.
Yeah, there's actually definitions next to all of these. Um, so like normally when like Tim the Tatman would go live at the beginning, he would normally go into
He'll be in
IRL, but now
because he watches the videos.
yeah, but now he would just be doing just chatting. It would be
Right. That's what I was gonna say. The only thing I can think of is people that react to YouTube videos, like a Greek God X or whatever.
yeah.
They react to Reddit.
I just think that would be just chatting. You know what? You're
just chatting or science and technology if you want to be even like you just can't be like super uber specific.
I don't
just
know.
be broad about it.
I just think that it would be like that would fit into just chatting because you're really just sitting there reacting to stuff your chat's doing, talking to your chat. Like that's kind of what you're doing. You know what? Yeah, you're looking at YouTube videos, but that's not really the content. The content is your reaction to
you chatting
those
with
YouTube
it, yeah.
videos. So it's just like that's what they're there to watch. They're not there to watch.
I think
YouTube
it covers
video.
everything.
I do. I think that it's a very good 10-item list. You know what? If they have to add some more, they'll add some more. But I think that the more options you give for the viewer that's coming in, the better, because it's like if I have to go look under a giant umbrella topic to find the content I want, it's going to be way too much work for me and it's not going to be user friendly. So it's like, I want to watch the person traveling type vlog, and it's like, okay, but
I want to see a guy
I
in
have to go.
Sweden, or I want to see.
I
Yeah,
have to go into IRL, and then it's like, well, shoot, now there's just all these people I have to look at. It's like instead now you can go to Traveling Outdoors, and you have that list of people that, hey, they're traveling and they're doing outdoorsy things. That's what I'm
yeah,
looking for.
exactly. And I mean, it's just the same as like what I feel like IRL was almost like Twitch saying IRL almost turned to this thing where it's like it would like putting it would like be putting FPS section of Twitch. Like
Yeah,
people want CS:GO, Halo, COD. Now they're putting it into actual,
yeah. It's I don't know. It's like it's kind of I couldn't imagine a Twitch where there wasn't games. Like where you'd have to be under
right.
like a first person shooter or a MOBA or like that would be nuts. That would just be so like it's like wow, man, I've got this game I really want to watch, but I have to go look through all these people to find
It's
who's
chaos, yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I think that it helps discoverability and it makes the viewer's life easier.
It makes the viewer find what he wants, he
Yeah,
or she wants.
I don't know. I think that the biggest fear for like an IRL streamer is, well, shoot, I used to just be under the giant umbrella topic of IRL, and maybe I'd get these wandering eyes of people that are looking for something on IRL, but they haven't found it. Maybe they'll click into my stream. Like that's the only downside I could see for like an IRL streamer is like, hey, I'm an ASMR streamer, but there's gonna maybe I'll get this person who's looking through the IRL section who's not specifically looking for ASMR, but maybe they stop by anyway. You know
Because I'm
what?
super hot.
Maybe I'm not even gonna go there. But yeah, maybe it's like okay, maybe they tune in because they'll see my stream, but now they won't because they'll be looking in a specific section. That's
They
the
won't be
only
looking for ASMR,
yeah,
yeah.
that's the only downside I'd see for like an IRL streamer who's scared of like losing that
And I guess we're not
publicity.
ASMR streamers, but
Well,
I mean, I
I'm
know
not
things I do, yeah.
I'm just not an IRL streamer, so it's like I guess it's kind of the same thing of like, oh, if I'm sitting there and I'm just chatting with my buddies, say I just finished a game and I'm just gonna sit there and chat in Discord and look at stuff and like talk tech with my viewers, like when I was doing the other day when I was talking about computer
Yeah.
parts. It's like, well, I was under IRL. I could have had a million different people see my content, but now it's like, okay, now I'd have to be under science and technology. So I get it. I understand. That's the only downside I see is you know what you're gonna lose that broadened eye base, but I think it's still a good thing for the discoverability of people. For if I'm
Certain
new to
things.
Twitch, if you want to draw new people to Twitch, make it easier to find the kind of content you want instead of just uh look in IRL. You'll find them eventually.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
And I mean, like, actually, I feel like the creative isn't really like what the creative section I feel like was super broad, but it's just as broad with this because it's literally just arts and like it's pretty much the same thing with a different name. I feel like.
yeah, I don't know. I think that the biggest thing was whether a lot of like music streamers were in creative because
Mhm.
it's more of a creative than it is an IRL section. So it's like the creative section did hold a lot of different people.
So it might
Um,
even be better for an artist
yeah,
coming up.
like there's 3 topics I'm seeing from like that would have 4 topics now that would have specifically been to diversify creative, and it's art, hobbies and crafts, and then music and performing arts, and then beauty and body art. So like all 4 of those sections, if you're a streamer and you're streaming any of those items, I'd assume you are going to be in creative. Maybe you'd be in
Yeah.
IRL and you'd be fine, but it's like I'd assume that most people would say, you know what, this is a creative idea. I'm gonna put myself in creative. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I think that it helps discoverability. I think that that's one thing that Twitch is kind of needing is you know what is discoverability. I think
Oh
that
yeah.
it's up to us to get our names out there and like yes, it's up to us. But when your site helps and makes it easier, you know what? I think you're better off. I think that like things
Mhm.
like Mixer is like final. Like I love that option. I love the fact that I can go on Mixer and literally find streams that are like top 10 in PUBG. It's like,
Mhm.
I think that's an awesome feature. I don't really know how it works. I don't know if they have moderators going through channels and like, oh, this guy's top situation. Let's put him on that list. I don't know what they're doing, but I think that's a really cool feature. Is once you get high placement in a game, you're going to be put on a list, and it's like, wow, people get to watch the final end.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
That's a feature. I forget what it's called, but it's a thing where the top, like the late game situations, you end up getting put on a list and people can find you because you're in a top 5, top 10 situation. You might win your game.
That's cool.
Yep.
Anyway, okay, moving on to the next topic.
Oh, man.
Ninja is called a woman hater by Dexerto and all the SJWs on Twitter.
And it's only on Twitter.
Only on Twitter.
Where's the Twitch streamer outrage, right? Oh, wait, it's not there. Because
it's fake.
Dude,
Everybody knows.
I just don't understand why people I don't understand why it's such a big deal. I get it. I get where like the broad idea of, man, he won't play with women. That's offensive. Okay, congratulations. But it's like, have you watched Twitch? Have any of these people watched Twitch and watched the way people react and watch the rumors and watch look at how easy it is to become a clickbait title.
Pokemon and Myth. Let's go look that up in YouTube and see the hundreds of clickbait videos that are made.
Shrouded or like Justin and that other girl now. Like it happens all the time. When
people on the internet just do it.
Like it's like, oh, you know what? It's easy to sit there and say, oh, look, they're playing together. There must be something more. It's like, why would you?
Their chemistry is really good together on stream. They must be,
Yeah, it's just kind of, I don't know. Do I think it would be entertaining to watch Ninja play with girls? Sure, but it's like, do I understand that he's got an image to protect and he doesn't want just rumors flying? Because it's like, look at whatever happened with Doc, we don't know the real story. We've heard what we've heard, but it's like, look at Doc. Look at the rumors that those given they might have been real. They might have been rumors. I kind of think they were real. But look at that. Oh, what if those were just rumors? All of a sudden, there's all these people coming out saying, "Oh, well, Doc's cheating." It's like, why would you want that? Why would you want that kind of publicity when you're the face of Twitch?
Right.
I just think that
you wouldn't.
I just think that I think it was a smear piece to get someone an article out there that says, "Oh, this is going to get a lot of views."
Everybody tries to tear down the top is the number one point. Number 2 point, I feel like what happens is people like the girls on Twitter that got all pissed and shit. They read the article, Ninja doesn't play with girls. They didn't even read it. They just read that and they're like, oh, well, let's take that assumption and shoot to the stars. Oh, I have a vagina, so I can't play with Ninja. Like, no, that's not the point. The point is the internet is it's an easy way to ruin your image.
I don't understand when we grew up in a world where when is it not my choice who I play with? Why is it not my choice? Why is it not Ninja's choice? Why is it because if I was the top male on Twitch, why do I still not have the option to choose who I play with? Why is that not a thing? Why do I not have freedom?
Sexist.
Is this not America? Do we not live in the fucking greatest country in the world where I have the freedom to make choices? Where I have the freedom to sit there and say, you know what? I only want to play with these people. What if I came up and I only played with 10 people? If I played with my friends and I played with a few other big Twitch streamers, you know what? That's all I've ever played with. Why would I then change because I'm the top of Twitch? Because the world wants fairness, and you know what? I just don't get it. I think that people are overreacting. There weren't, as far as I could tell, there weren't any female Twitch streamers that were bent out of shape. I've seen Twitch streamers being sarcastic on Twitter and Ninja going along with it. It's like at this point, I think that most people on the website understand that, you know what, the drama and the clickbait and the rumors is just why would you risk any of that?
Right, and let's just say, because Ninja was really politically correct about saying it too. He wasn't just I don't play with women, He was like, like with rumors and all, like he was super politically correct. What if he just came out and said, my marriage wouldn't last if I played with girls? Like at that point, at that point, it's his choice, either or. Like it doesn't matter the reason. If he doesn't want to or he can't for certain reasons, it's not like you can be like, no, you can't. Like you have to respect that.
I just don't understand why people act like it. Like it's just such an offensive thing because you choose not. Like I get it. It's like, oh well, it's it's misogynist. It's sexist. You know what? He's choosing to be that way. Choosing to try do what's best. Like he's in a no-win situation. You know what? Either he plays with girls and he potentially has rumors, and you know what? His home life goes awry. Maybe who knows? Or he chooses to not play with girls and he has a happy life at home. But you know what? The people aren't going to like it anyway. You know what? He's in a lose-lose situation. And you know what? The fact that I completely understand his choices. You know what? Not every streamer at the top has the same ideas, and it's like not every streamer at the top is like has a wife or like is a new wife. They've been married a year. It's like I just think that it's his choice, and I think that that's what the people like don't want to accept. Is like, oh, it's not your choice. It's fair. Be fair. Play with everyone. Help everyone get a chance.
Right. I don't know. People are just so temperamental. Everybody's temperamental.
America. I can choose who I play with. I can choose who I hang out with. I can choose who I work with. If I go to work and I don't like who I work with for whatever reason, I don't have to work there. I can quit. It's called choice. We have it. It's just like get over it. Don't be offended because someone doesn't want to play with someone you like.
Well, here's another thing I was gonna. Well, wait one second. I might have lost my train of thought. Fuck. I lost it. Never mind.
I don't know. I just think that, you know what? Having seen the way Twitch chat is, it's just like
I got it.
You can go. I'm just trying to I was trying to buy time until you
Sorry. As soon as you brought up Twitch chat, I was gonna say, at what point do you like, nobody likes to blame themselves in any situation. It's just, I don't know if it's a human instinct or whatever, because at what point do you go, oh, the reason Ninja doesn't play with girls is because us, the Twitch chat, start up rumors, start up clickbait. Like people start that up. It's our fault, you know? Like there's a reason the rumors get started. He doesn't start the rumors. There's a reason he feels like he has to do this, you know?
I just don't understand why it's all about the rumors. It has nothing to do with you being a woman. It has everything to do with like I guess you could say, oh, well, it is about you being a woman because, well, if it wasn't a woman, those rumors wouldn't be a thing. It's like, okay, welcome. The internet is a cruel place. The internet will fucking devour people, spit them up and chew them out in ways that
one wrong move and you just dead.
And it's not even like his wife has privacy. She's also a streamer. She's also a figure on Twitter. Like she's so easy to like. If anyone wanted to like say Ninja's playing with Pokimane and all of a sudden those videos start coming out, how many people do you think are going to go to her Twitter and at her or DM her if her DMs are open? Just horrible things. Just, oh, your husband is cheating on you. Look at the way he's flirting with Pokimane.
Yeah, like, send a Twitch clip. Be like, look at this. This just doesn't happen naturally. This is like really good chemistry. You know, like it's smart by him because it keeps him.
His choice. Quit it, people.
There's a reason Doc isn't the face of Twitch anymore. He had it in his hands. There's a reason Ninja's staying at the top.
I think that also Doc's playing a game that's not the best in most people's eyes anymore.
Yeah, but he was a meme for he was a meme. He is a meme. I mean,
I'm actually surprised Doc didn't take.
I know I don't know. I think he took a good amount of time. I'm surprised he didn't take more though.
Thought it was gonna be like 6 to 8 months minimum.
Dude, that stream was hype though. Getting back in there.
Yeah, it was.
It was hype. it's just sad because like it's something that Doc will never be able to live down. Like
I don't think that people. I mean, I don't hold it over him anymore. You know what? If I want to watch, like, the only reason I don't really watch Doc stream is because, like, I don't know, like PUBG. I love playing PUBG, but watching it right now is kind of boring. And
yeah,
I'm streaming, so it's like, you know what? I'm not really on watching as many streams, and it's like I've got a lot of smaller creators. I don't watch a lot of like big streamers right now.
yeah. I don't. I look at him. I don't look at him and I don't go, man, you're a horrible person because you cheated. No, like, but I will like. Oh, I'll make jokes if there's funny memes, I'll laugh. If there's troll donations that get him, I'll laugh. But I won't like hold it over his head. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think, dude, Doc, that was a crazy time, man. That was crazy.
Yeah.
When that all came out, he went on. Did you watch that stream that he got on for like 5 minutes?
Yeah, I watched it.
You were in there live too?
I watched like the I got in at the end of it.
I was in there. I was like, because like I used to be able to watch the Doc stream because I was in the first period video, and so I was a TA in there, so I could just watch whatever I wanted. I usually watch Doc's stream.
Yeah.
And so I turn it on as soon as he went live, and all of a sudden I see this man that I don't realize is the Doc till like 2 minutes in. I'm like, oh shit, this is happening. Like, oh no. And everybody's in the chat is just spamming, go offline. Oh no, Doc, don't do it, Doc. Oh no, like.
Yeah.
Oh, that was that. I wonder if that'll go down in history as one of the biggest, like one of the most impactful streams of all time.
I don't know. Probably not.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
You're
It's
muted. Oh,
not
you
muted
keep cutting out.
because you don't.
I don't know if you need to use your voice gate.
I lowered it so much already.
Yeah, you might need to up it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, I need to lower it. If I'm cutting out, I need to lower it.
Oh, lower it. Oh, okay.
Test.
Okay,
I'm lowering it a little bit.
Cool. So anyways, now that we've covered the Twitch removing the IRL sections and Ninja playing with other girls with not playing with girls controversy, we can get into the actual topic we had for today, which was stages of streaming, whether that comes with setups and how we did it, how others do it, how you can do it.
We're gonna talk about equipment. Woohoo! My area of expertise.
His expertise. I'll sit there just mind boggled. And I'll be like,
I have a computer.
Just to let you guys know, I didn't know that you could change that a mouse had a sensitivity till 8 months after I had a computer. So I mean, I'm not too good at this stuff.
That's so sad. That's so sad. I had to send him a mouse with an adjustable DPI before he realized he could change it.
I was sitting there and I was like, dude, this is so fast. How is everybody so good at this?
But yeah, the first thing we kind of want to talk about what we started on. Where did we start on Twitch? What our streaming, what our day one stream was like. How about you, Jay? You can go first. I know what yours is.
You start. You start first.
It's funny. I think my actual day one stream was a PS4 stream. I think it was from PS4. I set it up. I didn't like it. I immediately planned on getting a capture card and running it through my computer. So I think day one it was a PS4, an actual PS4 stream. Then I borrowed a capture card. My roommate had a capture card, an old, God, what is it? The Elgato, the original HD60, not the Pro, not the newer one.
Like the box.
Yeah, it was like the old.
I do that too. Yeah.
So it was like the first HD60. I don't even think it added 60. It might have had 60 FPS at 720. I don't know. It wasn't it had delay on it. You had to like match your delays.
Oh yeah, you had to line up the audio with the voice and the mic. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I had remember having to match up all my audios. That was like my stream setup for a long time. That was like probably 6 months. Was just my old Lenovo laptop, a HD60, and my PS4. I think that was where I started.
Yeah. Where I started. So funny thing about me is when I actually did start stream. So I watched a bunch of YouTube videos and I was like, you know, this is what I want to do. I want to be a pro YouTuber slash streamer, right? And so I had an Xbox One at that point.
I'm just thinking about all those videos we watched the other day.
Where
Go look up Bionic Scorpion on YouTube. You'll find some of his.
That was my try hard Call of Duty name.
You'll find
man.
his tier one dark matter video.
Tier 1, baby. It's actually not the worst. I mean, better than your crop top.
Okay, that was bad, but like you just like I
was 15. You were like 19.
You literally have a video of you. It's just like
so red
the
right
game.
Now, man.
The gameplay is not like you did not look good in that game. Like you were like, oh, I'm getting
so
dark.
Bad.
He literally says, I think the video is like titled "My Grind to Dark Matter," and
no, it's like my dark matter reaction.
It's like it's a 10-minute video of him. Honestly, like, what did you need to get 4 kills?
I need to get a bloodthirsty.
You needed to get bloodthirsties. So he's literally sitting in top barn and just getting wrecked. Like he gets wrecked most of the game. He must have needed one more. You must have needed 1 or 2 left.
I only need 1.
And here's my question. How was your last gun, the Dingo?
Because I saved it for the Dingo. Because I knew that one would be easy. But my first setup, so I actually said, I want to be a pro streamer YouTuber. So I went to an Amazon cart and I got everything I thought I needed. And it was up to about $2,500 in the Amazon cart. I was like, you know, I don't need a gaming chair. You know, I don't need this professional audio setup with a mixer. So I settled for the Blue Yeti that I use today. But I got down to about $2,000 with a PC. And so with that, I've literally bought everything I still have today, and I use all of that today. It's the same setup I use. And so I'm technically on the same stuff, but the biggest thing about my first stream to now is that I didn't know the settings to any of it. So like my computer, I was still using the old graphics card of it, not the new 970 I put in it. So it was like an Intel whatever.
It automatically activates?
Because not mine.
What do you mean?
So I was only able to stream Xbox, I thought. I thought I was only able to stream Xbox. I thought I was only able to use one monitor on my computer. And I had this Photoshop overlay that I made, because I make all my own overlays. Like this overlay you see right now, I made it. But the first one I made was so bad. It was so bad. And I thought it was so badass. I had my Twitter and my Instagram, my YouTube on it. Like, this is so cool.
Was I right? Was I right months ago when you were like, oh, I can only run one monitor, that you were plugged into your graphics card and your built-in HDMI on the motherboard?
Yes. I told you were right.
That's, you know why? Like you understand why it doesn't work? Like your graphics card doesn't work if it's plugged in, and you have to be plugged into it. You have to be plugged into the graphics card. Oh, Jay.
Yeah. Oh, this person asked a fun question. I thought it'd be fun. Who was the first person you followed on Twitch? I'm not gonna count. We can't count Brock. The first person you found on Twitch exclusively and followed.
Honestly, I think it might have been. I think I was watching Summit before I found Brock. And I found him through Trev's YouTube videos. I was getting into Twitch, watching Summit and stuff, watching some of those guys. I used to watch OG Ninja. That was fun. Remember those days?
I only watched the YouTube videos after the fact.
I watched him just because he was just he's known as the best at Fortnite. He was known as one of the best on H1.
Best in H1 and PUBG. It didn't matter which battle royale. He's always the best. Yeah.
I don't think he was. I think that, you know what? Unfortunately for him, when he came to PUBG, Shroud had retired and was coming into full-time streaming. At that point, it was kind of well, Shroud's going to take over PUBG.
Yeah. My first streamer. Okay, so don't laugh too hard. So back when I first found Twitch, I was still an innocent like Mormon kid, and I was super into the church. Right, still.
Please tell me there's an actual Mormon preaching.
No, so it's worse. So there was this guy, okay, on the top of Overwatch, okay. His name, Tim the Tap Man.
Watch him. That was
And
he was one of my first two.
And I was sitting there and I was like, the only reason I checked into his name because I was like, Tim the Tap Man. I want to see what bad people watch because it's a tattoo and Mormons are against tattoos. I'm like, tattoos are bad. I'm gonna go check out what this bad guy is, you know, because I thought he's gonna be like a crazy dude that's smoking and drinking and swear like. And so I pop in. He's the funniest guy ever. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm a horrible person. And now he's my favorite streamer of all time. So I mean,
Yeah,
that's how I found him, was thinking that he'd be a horrible person.
yeah. I think I was watching some. I know Summit was one of my first. But I was
Tim was my
watching
first
some
for
of the
sure.
like bigger. I was watching some of the bigger guys. And then yeah, I found Brock, and I think Brock was like, you know what, the first like streamer I was really like got like close to, could chat with, like really liked the channel, really liked the people.
I felt the same way in his chat. I think Nick Merckx actually might be my second one though.
Oh, I used to watch
I
him a
was
lot,
watching
too.
him when he was under 1,000 viewers or under 500 viewers. Somewhere I started watching him in AW competitive.
I think
when
I
started
watched
watching
him. I think I started watching him in Black Ops 3. That was about the time I was like, I think I watched some of the. I think I watched Twitch in AW, but I was never. Yeah, I must have watched Twitch.
I
So
must have
long
said something
ago.
stupid on my old account because I got permabanned in Nick Merck's chat with my old account that's like followed him for 4 years.
Dude, yeah, that's one thing about like a big streamers is like you'll get banned by their mods and they have no idea it happens. And
Oh yeah.
you'll have to donate and be like, yo, I got banned. I must have said something dumb like 2 years ago. Help me out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay went away from Mormonism because of Tim. Oh no.
He saw the tattoos and it corrupted his brain.
Okay, anyways, back to
You're gonna be the case study. You're gonna be the case study on Sundays at church. You're gonna be like, okay, for any of you having doubts and thinking about watching internet videos, they're gonna hold up. They're gonna hold up your photo and they're gonna be like, "This is Jaden.
It's gonna be
a guy with tattoos, and it strayed him from the church, and now
look at him, and it's gonna be me chugging the eggs." Oh, dude, good time. Anyways, what was the point we were
on? I think it was who was your first? Who was your first? We were doing first setup, and then it was talking about who was your first Twitch streamer.
But yeah, I always had a killer setup from day one. I just never knew how to use it, and then as time went on, I realized how good my setup was.
It wasn't killer anymore. Kids, don't ever give your parents money and say, "I need a computer." Don't ever do that. I think Jay got shafted.
But I think it's pretty impressive that a 16-year-old spent $2,000 on a PC setup, or a 15 or 16-year-old spent $2,000 on a setup.
I still want to know where you got $2,000.
Literally working.
Doing what?
Reffing sports all seasons, saving it all. Because I make like 200 I make about 150 a week doing that. Yeah, I did. I mean, because I've always had one goal, and that was to do this, and I love doing it. There's a reason I have this one goal, so it's literally all the money I put into it because that's all I really care about, you know. I guess mine encompasses all of that, but
yeah. So the next topic is what we're on now. I feel like to get to there, I have to tell you a story.
Yours is a long story. Let's hurry. Let's get ready for this.
I'll get through the story of just where my Twitch career has brought me.
I'll just sit here waiting.
I had a Lenovo laptop and a borrowed graphics card and a PS4. That's where I started. Innocent Clint. And then I got a job and I bought a really nice gaming laptop.
The start of his addiction.
Actually, did I buy it? I think I bought. Okay, no. So the first two things I bought were my own capture card and my own microphone. Right. My first Razer Siren and my Razer Ripsaw capture card. I got them on sale. I got like 10% or 25% off because I got part of their streamer program. So
don't you have to? Never mind.
Do what?
I was gonna say, don't you have to have viewers to be streamed?
No, that's like their thing is like you've just anybody could get that 25% off on that bundle of those two items, and then if you get to a for certain viewership or like followage, you would get more. You'd get like codes for their like studio software that you could give away. You'd be given like a suite of Razer stuff if you hit a certain number. But I was never really interested in that. I was really just interested in the 25% off. So I first bought a Razer Ripsaw and a Razer Siren mic, and they were great. And then I was using that all the way through Black Ops 3. And then I think it was towards the end of Black Ops 3 that H1 was hitting, right? Something like that. Like, so
as Black Ops 3 was kind of going out.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the cycle of that.
H1Z1 was coming in. I ended up getting a job that summer, and my whole goal for that job was I wanted a computer, but I knew that I had to travel to and from school. It was just, if I bought a tower, it'd be too much to move. So I'm like, you know what? Just get a really, really good gaming laptop. Spend $2,000. You know what? It'll be able to stream just fine. So that was the goal, and that's what I got. And you know what? I was able to stream console. I was able to stream PC. So at this point, I've bought $300 worth of mics and capture cards. I went and bought a $2,000 computer. Then I go to school. My buddy says, dude, I'm on Xbox. Man, I don't got one of those. Bro, it's awesome. You should get it. And I worked all summer and I made a lot of money. I made a lot of money that summer. So I'm just like, for me, it was a lot of money. It wasn't a lot of money in terms of like, hey, that's a lot of money. It was a lot of money for me. So I go to school and my buddy says, dude, buy an Xbox. I think that he was actually getting one. He wasn't even on one. He was buying one. So he convinced me to buy one. So I go and buy the Forza Xbox One. So now I have both consoles and a gaming PC. I have everything I need to just coast.
Start your life.
Just coast. Stream for a while. You know what? See how it goes. Nope. Couldn't do it. My dumb ass. So I didn't realize.
Took him a couple months. He started shaking.
I didn't realize. So I bought an external graphics card for my files for school because I was doing a bunch of engineering files that were big. So I bought an external hard drive. Little did I realize, because it was always plugged into my computer, little did I realize that it was drawing my OBS was drawing files from it. And that was causing an issue so I hit this snag of I can't stream H1 anymore. My computer has a problem. Something's wrong with it. I actually had a tech come out and fix my computer.
This is when I found you, right?
This was probably about then, maybe a little after. So my computer's getting fixed. Even afterwards, I'm still not realizing I'm drawing stuff off of a hard drive, and it's just too slow, and it's causing my computer
too much. Yeah,
it was just causing my computer to bug out, which it shouldn't be, but I don't know, it just was. So I decided I need another computer. I'm done with
that place.
I'm done with laptops.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. And I said, this was right when Ryzen 5 first came out. The first section of Ryzen 7.
You were excited.
I was super excited. You know what? It looked awesome. It looked cheap for a 8-core processor, and I said that's exactly what I need. So I went out, that same guy gave me a job again for the summer. I worked all summer, and that's what I did. I built a computer. That was the first computer I built. That computer is currently in Florida in a storage unit. So
Still the best computer you own, isn't it?
I think this one has the better. This one's CPU's newer. The motherboard is arguably better. Not really, but so I bought the best Ryzen 7, which was a mistake. Intel over Ryzen. I bought the rest. I bought the 1800X, which was me just like being an idiot because the 1800 was literally the same processor. I think the 1700 was the same processor. I bought the 1800X. I bought the nicest motherboard on the market. It was like a $1,700 computer. So then I shipped it. I built it here over the summer. And I shipped it down to Florida. And I think I shipped it twice. I think I shipped it down there. I mailed it back for a summer, and then I mailed it one more time. So I mailed it 3 times. And then coming back, what would have been last summer or like after last spring or something, last fall was when I've been home for a long time. I don't even know anymore. I was home for the spring and summer. So I was home. I came home in December and I worked through December. The guy keeps giving me work no matter when I come back. So I still have money. I come back. I don't have my computer. My laptop was working. It was actually, I had figured out at that point that I could have kept streaming on it. It would have been fine. But you know what? I decided, why don't I just build a cheaper computer aimed around $900? I have an extra graphics card because I think I had a 1070, but I bought a 1060 with this new one just so I'd have set up computers each place and not have to transfer any parts. So I aimed at like $900.
Right.
So now I've got 2 computers. Now I've got
another one.
2 computers.
One for here, one for there. Okay, my chat's sort of getting confused. Let me hurry in. I'm gonna do a dummy. So like my sort of like, because I've gone over the store, so I know it. Let me do a thing so you guys can understand what I'm going through. Okay, so he started off with a laptop that couldn't really run anything, correct?
It couldn't game, but it could run. It could use a graphic. It could use a capture card.
Okay. He got a little taste of streaming. He's like, this is sick as fuck. And so then he's like, you know what? I'm gonna buy a fucking laptop because I'm going to college and I need to be able to stream and take it places.
And play.
And it starts bugging out, and instead of logically looking through it and trying to fix it,
I did. You don't understand. I thought I could fix it. I thought I did. You know what? I had them repair it. There was actually, it's funny, the motherboard actually went bad on that computer. And I thought that was a problem. I'm just an idiot. Didn't look hard enough.
He buys a computer, a nice as fuck computer, okay? He keeps shipping it back and forth. And and he realizes, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna get another computer. So now he has the computer he's running on right now at his house, at his parents' house. And now he has another computer in a storage unit down in Florida where he goes to college that he will be using once he moves down there in a week or so, right? So that's what we're here. Chromebook time.
What was I gonna say? Oh, this computer right now isn't even the end of that computer story. So I bought a $900 computer, and then I went back to work full time starting at the summer because that guy opened up a new warehouse. So I go back to work. This computer won't hook up to my 4K fucking webcam. I thought I didn't understand why. Still didn't understand why. So I said, you know what? I'm done with this. It had like USB memory issues. I said, I'm done with it. I'm upgrading again. So I bought Ryzen 7 in another. No, it was just a motherboard and CPU this time.
Which cost how much?
I don't know. Let me finish the story and I'll look it up.
Don't look it up.
So I just said, you know what? Screw it. I actually asked my buddy because he's looking to get a computer. I said, yo, I'm looking to upgrade. And I literally, when he asked for a computer recommendation, I recommended the exact same parts I did on that one because it was a really well-priced computer. I said, you know what? I've got a bunch of extra parts. Would you just buy mine? I'll give you a good price. I'm giving him a good price. He said, yeah. So I immediately bought it.
He's looking up the price. I told you not to look up the price.
500. It was a $500 upgrade.
Holy hell!
So
I have not spent anything on my set. Clint has a problem. Correct.
I have 2.5 computers. I have 3.5 computers.
I've spent once what he's done 4 times now. I'm just gonna be.
So now I've. Okay, to be fair, like everyone who's sitting there, like, why did I build another computer? The honest truth was, it cost me to ship with a company that I trust. It cost me $90 to $100 to ship my computer, and I'm risking computer breaks, PC like parts breaking. Just every time you ship a computer, you're risking the computer just not working. So just at that point, I'd already shipped it. I think I only shipped it twice. Because I shipped it, I guess 3 times, because I think I shipped it down, back, and down. So at that point, I'm like, wow, I'm spending $100 to ship it every time. I might as well, the amount of times I have to ship it left, I might as well just say fuck it and buy another computer.
Clint, someone in chat said you need a financial advisor. Would you like to tell them what you're going to school for?
Finance. I don't have a money problem. So guys, here's what, okay, in terms of that, I accept that I have a problem with my computer purchases, but here's the thing. I don't ever spend more money than I can afford to spend. I don't like if I don't have college to pay for. My parents paid for my college when I was fucking 2.
Okay.
Like I've never put myself in a hole buying a computer. I've literally, even now, I've got $2,000 in the bank, and I just upgraded another computer.
Do you know what this reminds me of? How you're speaking?
What?
It reminds me of like my mom walking into my house and seeing like 5 versions of the same thing, and she being like, "You have a problem." I'm like, "No, I need all of them.
I need all of them.
I need all of them. I need all of them."
To be fair, I'm trying. All the computer parts that are sitting behind me right now are worth about $600, and it's like that's just $600 that I honestly I'm hoping to have gone by winter. Say that like I'm giving my buddy a break because he's like getting sued, so I'm giving him some time to get some money. But other than that, at some point I'm just gonna put him on Craigslist.
You should. The longer you wait, the worse it gets. Anyways, okay. Opinions on console versus PC gaming. Clint, you know that topic I skipped. I'm gonna put that in towards the end, I think.
Wait, which you skipped a topic?
The top one right now on the list.
Dude, I'm already there. But okay, opinions on console versus PC gaming and streaming. So we want to talk about the gaming aspect and the streaming aspect.
Correct.
I feel like I've been talking for like 45 minutes, so you go.
Okay. So on my opinion, so if we're looking at the 2 different factions of console versus PC gaming and streaming, when it comes to console, I think console on the streaming side, I think it's 10 times easier to stream on a console versus a PC, personally. But on the gaming side, it limits you so much. Like a PC has so many games you can just go and get. Most games are also on the console. There's so little console exclusives, but it is so much easier to stream on it. Which is why, like, if I like when Call of Duty comes out, I'll be doing a lot of console streaming. I mean, if let's say you're somebody that wants to stream and you have a PS4, all of a sudden you can honestly probably stream with a Chromebook. To be honest, like you could stream with a piece of crap computer with your console, or even just stream on the console if you don't care about running overlays and alerts and stuff. Like you could like console's so much easier to stream, but there's a reason everybody streams and plays on PC. I mean, I can name one person that streams console, and is successful doing it.
I don't know.
And that's because he got lucky.
I think that your level, like, 20,000 viewers is way more than successful. Because I know you're talking about Nick Merckx.
Right. Look at us. Oh, he knows my brain.
I think that so when it comes to gaming, other than like, and this is, you're talking to a guy who has spent more money. I could have bought 20 consoles by the time I had done with all my computer upgrades, but I still would play my consoles. I can run any game on my computer at 150 FPS.
Right.
But I would still play my console. And that was very evident when I went and played the COD beta the first weekend on PS4, and I had no problem playing it. I didn't sit there and complain about FPS. It looked fine. So when it comes to everyone else, not me, someone who gets ample work, doesn't have expenses, can afford to buy expensive things. I get console gaming. It makes perfect sense. When you say, okay, I can buy a $400, $500 console.
200, 300.
Not the new ones.
But like, if you're a parent, you're gonna go to Best Buy, you're gonna see an Xbox One for $250. I mean, that's so easy because it's gonna last you 6 years or 10 years.
Yeah.
Not with the new stuff, but like, it's perfect for a kid. Instead of buying a kid $1,000 PC that he's gonna have to upgrade after 2 to 3 years, like, I would not trust a kid with $1,000, but I would trust him with an Xbox controller and a console. You know?
Yeah. So like, yeah, when it comes to like, just like everyone's access to game, I understand console gaming 100%. And then when it comes to like, in 2018, if you woke up today, if you had woken up today and said, I want to get into streaming, if you own an Xbox, if you own a PlayStation, you can immediately start streaming, which is a new thing that has never been seen in past generations of consoles. You know what?
Yeah.
The break-in barrier is so low now that, you know what, anyone can do it. Do I think that the quality? Do I think that the quality of stream for like huge success is really there? Not really, because I think that unless you're super charismatic, unless you have something seriously going for you, streaming without a webcam is hard to retain viewers. And then like, just like, you can stream with a console and a mic, and that's like what you really need to start.
Right.
But like, so like, my opinion is this: console gaming, I'm completely for. I would never tell someone, PC Master Race, you suck because you're like, if you can only afford a console, you can only afford a console. Do what you can afford to play. If you can afford an Xbox, get an Xbox. If you can afford a PlayStation, that's what you want, get a PlayStation. Play what you can afford. No one should ever like fault you for that being your choice. You know what? The gaming experience on a console is still very good.
There's something to be said. Like, I remember I was watching Shroud's reaction to Black Ops 4. He's like, I've never played an FPS on console because it was the PS4 weekend, which was so weird for me because literally, like, there's just certain games that you can't play on PC. Like, I would say, like, any sports game. I mean, you can play them on PC, but you need to plug in a controller. Like sports games, Call of Duty for me has always been that's not a PC thing. That's a console thing.
Yeah.
Same with Halo. Halo, the first console FPS, I believe, and it just took over. Like, there's a reason. It's like, I can't imagine playing Halo on a PC with a mouse and keyboard. It would hurt me, honestly.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that like to separate gaming and streaming, my opinion is that for gaming, if you're just looking to game, go get a console, save yourself the money. Unless you have the money to buy a computer, which you don't even need to buy a $700 computer, still get a really good fucking game quality.
Yeah.
If you buy some older parts, you could probably buy a $500 to $600 computer still runs really well. In terms of streaming, my opinion starts to alter in ways that like might seem weird because there are console streams that are better than some PC streams.
That there is one. I can't think of another one. Can you?
I see there are plenty of streamers on this site that their quality is just terrible. What do you mean?
I can't think of another one.
Have you checked a bunch of the small streamers? I literally just I have someone I'm following that I've known for a long time that I didn't even realize I was following. They were streaming in 480p on a PC. It happens. You know what? Some people stream horrible quality because their computers can't handle it.
I couldn't do it, man.
But that being said, they have like so the one thing that like those people tend to have is a webcam, which is nice. Overlays, which is nice. But when it comes to like, I think that overall quality, the highest quality, you have to go PC. You know what? You're not going to get the overlay stuff. Well, I guess you can if you use a cheaper like a capture card and stuff. But like, if you want the like highest quality, the best looking, you need at least a computer that can render, and then you need a capture card. You can't stream straight from the console. Is what I'm trying to say. So that's like your step up. Like you can get a good video quality off of a console, but if you want like the overlay and the stuff that like adds like jazz to your stream, like that gets people coming in, like, oh, that looks really interesting. That guy's like, I can see this guy and interact with this guy. Like then you step up to either like so you start on console and you can get a pretty good quality, and then say you get like an Xbox camera, you can get the overlay. But then if you really want the overlay aspect, like we both run overlays, we're running an overlay right now, you have to move to some sort of PC option.
Hi, Dad.
What are we talking about? Doing a podcast Wednesday.
Do we need to wrap up?
No, hold on. I'll be right back. This will take.
I'll counter. Hello, Ben Hart, Mr. Ben Hart. Everybody say hi to Mr. Ben Hart. This has been a first. If you guys didn't see that, he actually popped into the room, and I don't know if you guys could see that. I guess my experience, like I was always growing up on an Xbox. And so when it comes to anything streaming or gaming, console is just there's a special place in my heart because that's what I always grew up doing. I mean, PC gaming for me, PC in general is a more professional. Like if you want to be a gamer or like a professional, like if you want to look more professional, PC is the more professional platform, right? Console is the oh, my buddy has an Xbox in the basement, let's go play it, which is a beautiful thing. I mean, it's a market. It's the market I used. It's the market all my brothers use. It's the market that a lot of the world uses. Not everybody in the world can afford $1,000 PC that only one person can use. It's got to be a family thing. So it's an awesome thing. I mean, I bought the Xbox One day one because that's how excited I was. Because I grew up on Xbox. Halo's were the shit. Same with Call of Duty. I was more of a Call of Duty guy than a Halo guy. I'm going to be doing some console streams pretty soon. I don't know what I'm going to play, but we'll see. Maybe I'll stream some Halo 5. I don't know. Something weird like that. But I think that's definitely the way to go when it comes to that. Did I stall long enough? Hello.
Man, I set this time frame aside every week.
Welcome back.
They still bother me.
What was it for, if I may ask?
Food, dinner. They were talking about eating. Nobody can make a decision.
Wow, you eat really fast.
No, we were talking about what we're getting for dinner still. 6 o'clock, and
Oh.
we're just now talking about dinner. But yeah, I think that
I was talking about how console has a place. It's a market for. It's more of a lax thing. PC's more for professional type of thing.
I think
Console's
that
kind of like, let's go back to my basement and go play some Xbox. You know?
yeah, true.
It's a lot more it's for the casual gamer. I think that's
I think that it can be for a serious
casual.
gamer, but I think that it's also
it can.
It can be. It can be a lot more casual. It's like I couldn't sit there and invite you over
It's
to play
catered
PC,
for the casual gamer. Right. Yeah.
Unless I'm hooked up to a giant TV, which
right. Yeah.
But I was on the lines of streaming. It's like there's this barrier point where you hit going from streaming from console, strictly from your console, to streaming with a PC somehow, whether it's a graphics card, whether it's like a capture card, or just streaming straight from a PC, like gaming with the PC. And I think that here's this gray area that I see happen on Twitch. You have to decide whether it's worth cutting a corner and producing a 480p stream over just streaming from a console, which in my opinion, it's never worth it. You know what? Your video quality is so important now because nobody wants to watch that. Nobody wants to watch a blurry ass stream. Go to your favorite streamer and try watching it. Hit the 480p option. Try to watch it. It's just not there.
Yeah. I mean, I sometimes do that if I'm listening, so it doesn't take as much data. But I mean, other than that, I wouldn't do it.
Well, that's like something. That's what I mean.
Watching something.
Yeah, watching. Like, that's what I mean. I've done the same thing. But I think that that's like my biggest point is you have to be on either side of that boundary line. You have to either just be on the left and be with console and just take the better quality, or you have to be on the right, which costs more money for sure to get to that point.
Right.
But it gives you that quality that you're not giving up anymore.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So like my experience was that like my streaming followed a pretty linear platform where it went from streaming on the PS4 for like a couple days. Then I got to borrow a graphics card and use a not nice computer to get it out on the internet. So that was like the point. But like, and it's after that, if you want to get into PC gaming, where you know what, it's always if you find these 480p streams that I'm talking about, it's always people that are trying to game and stream on the same PC when it can't handle it.
Sure.
So like that's where you have to make a decision. I think that your decision is always based around whether you want to be console and like a cheaper setup, even if you're using a PC, or if you want to take the jump and really get into gaming, like a gaming machine that can handle doing both, or doing a 2 PC stream. Which for someone like me, like if I could have used my old laptop to stream from a really cheap gaming computer. But let's be honest, we all know who I am now.
Right. I think that goes right into our next topic, which is opinions on cost to getting into a high quality stream. Now, before we actually go into the costs, what are you gonna put at what's your definition of high quality? Because I don't feel like my stream's high quality. I think it's quality and it gets a point, but it's not like if I were a professional streamer, there's things I would change.
I think that you're trying to like, we're not professionals. 90% of the site isn't professionals. I think that streaming from a console is a very good product. I think that it looks good. I think that, you know what, you get a good video and you can get a good audio too. And you can get a webcam. I think that it comes out to like how clear your broadcast is, in my opinion, when it comes to quality.
So when we say high quality, we're just saying like it puts out a high resolution, sounds good, looks good.
Yeah, because
it's not necessarily the most professional equipment, not the best, you know.
Because I think that you know what, you can get a pretty good looking stream from a console. I think that, you know what, when
You
it talks
can,
about the
definitely.
cost of getting into high quality is an Xbox or PlayStation, a decent mic. If you're on Xbox, you have some issues there because there's no like plug and play mics that work. Um, and then
Didn't
like
PS4 add that in?
yeah, they did, which is like the best thing they ever could have done. I can use a plug and play mic on a PS4. Great. Um, and then like a webcam, and you have the PS4 or like the Xbox Connect like camera, either of those options. So you're talking about a console, 250, $300.
250. Yeah.
A decent headset, which you can probably get for $30 with a mic.
$30
Dude,
for a
you'd be
decent
amazed.
headset?
You go on Amazon and buy any of those $30 headsets. They all sound about the same. You know what? Unless you're getting a really high quality mic, you're not going to notice a crazy quality mic difference at
Right.
like lower end prices. You know what? It's just you're just not. And then you'd have to have the camera, which I don't know what the cameras go for now. I know the Connect.
I think the
camera
Logitech. So the best. I think the best is the webcam I use. It costs like $60, and it's 1080p. Perfect.
Yeah.
And then the microphone. I don't. I have the one above it, but the microphone I would go after. It's called this Blue Snowball.
Yeah.
Beautiful. It's like a $60 mic, and it's beautiful quality. I use the Yeti, which is 160, which I've never had a problem with, and I love. Huh?
It's not.
It was when I bought it 3 years ago.
They go for like 120 now.
Do they?
But like
I think in order to get a quality stream, you're looking right now. If you're looking into PC gaming, if you're looking into like PC game streaming, I think you're looking at a $1,300 to $1,500 PC.
I can make you be like, and here's my point. Well, like, so this is my expertise. If you want to talk about computer price to get in, my $800, $900-ish Ryzen computer, Ryzen 5, 6-core, 12-thread processor is such a steal because you can lower your price to like $900 and get a high core count, high thread count.
Can you stream and play on it?
Yeah, I was for a long time. The only reason I switched off of it was because this webcam that I'm using now was giving me problems. It had nothing. It really had nothing to do with the CPU. I considered buying a new motherboard. I think it was the motherboard that was the problem. I actually don't think it was. I think I plugged into the wrong.
Anyway, yeah.
But I considered just upgrading the motherboard. You know what? The CPU is more than enough. I never had a problem streaming with a 12-thread processor. You stream with a 4-core, 8-thread processor, and it's not as. It doesn't look as good. You can't like do as high of like a render as I can, but it still gets your image across. It still looks okay.
Right.
But yeah, I think that nowadays you can $800, $900, you can get a really good computer that can game and stream.
Right. Plus, but then you have to go into the mic and the webcam, which is about 120, 150, somewhere in there.
So like,
I mean,
when it comes to a mic, I'd almost, for anyone looking anyone newer, like if you're like a console gamer like we were and you Astro, like you can get away with a headset mic for a fucking long time. Like,
I mean,
Nick
some
Merckx
ones
still,
you just barely switched off.
Nick Merckx still runs one. Summit just switched off one. Let alone Summit was running like a $300 headset that he got because he sponsored. But yeah, I think that you don't need a standalone mic. I think that, you know what, just the $800 computer could get you a webcam, $60, and then a headset. I think my Corsair one was pretty good. That was like an $80 headset. You know what? There you are. You know what? That's going to be a high quality PC right there.
I mean, the biggest thing I look for is, and because I'm going into film, I'm going to all this stuff. The biggest thing you look for when it comes to quality is you got to make sure that the video and the audio, none of that distracts you from the content. if it's just like something like you're in the content and a little buzz isn't like distracting you, or the graphics aren't distracting you, then it's perfectly fine as long as it doesn't distract you from the quality of content you're putting out. Content, and that's a whole different thing, and that can't really be judged, to be honest.
So I don't know. I think that everyone's opinion on like high quality is different. I think that you can get pretty far on a console headset and the webcam for that console. But then yeah, you kind of have to step up, get into like a cheaper computer with a graphics card or a capture card, or but get into an expensive computer. But there's like that's kind of my steps. A $400 price range for if you're trying a console game. Probably going to be so like if you are console gaming and you want to step up, like spent the 400, been doing that for a couple years, whatever, a couple months, and you're ready to step it up, but you still want a console game. So then buy a cheaper computer. Buy a $600, $700 computer. Well, even that's probably expensive. Buy like a $300, $400 computer. You can in a capture card. And if that's your plan, if you have no plans other than to play console for a long, long time, that's a cheap upgrade option. And with a capture card and that, you can then stream for a long time at high quality. And then, if you want to step into the PC realm, your options at that point are either buy a cheap gaming computer and then dual PCs, like the way you were with your console, only stream from your PC to the other PC using the capture card. And that's your option for a cheaper PC, or just say, you know what, screw it and buy $1,000 computer.
Right. Which I get, like, that's the thing is streaming it's a big investment that you're probably not going to see back. So, I mean, if you love it, do it. If you don't, because it's definitely not something that you can just get into for free and get away.
Well, if you own the console, your parents buy you a console, you can get into it.
But
I think that, you know what, don't ever listening, if you to the needing a financial planner comment, don't ever spend money on streaming that you think, wow, this is
don't think of it as an investment.
Yeah, don't think of it as something you're like, wow, I'm gonna put money in to get money out type of thing. Because streaming, YouTube, like these sites are like so hard to make money on. That, you know what, seeing any of that money back is very, very unlikely. I want you guys to dream and dream big. Just keep that in mind, that, you know what, it's hard to get that money back. It's hard to justify anything. Is like, you know what, that's my reason. I'm gonna get the money back because I'm gonna just blow up and make a bunch of money. I haven't. I've spent more money than Jay probably will in 3 years of rent.
It's probably true.
So, you know what? That's like my biggest advice, because we're talking about money, is just be careful what you're willing to spend and why you're willing to spend it. I spend as much money as I do because A, I can afford it, and B, because building PCs has become a hobby that, God, I miss airsofting. I thought airsoft
be an equestrian trainer.
I thought airsofting was a fucking expensive hobby because you had to buy.
Dude, I got into that too. I thought it was too, and not comparative. No,
because it was like, oh, you buy a $150 gun, you want another one. It's like
you buy armor, you buy bullets, you buy.
God, I used to think that hobby was expensive.
Not close.
Keep everything. That in mind if you're looking to get into
keep it in perspective. I don't really want to get into that topic at the bottom, but
I've already talked about it the whole stream, so that's fine. Don't talk about it.
Right. And then do you want to end it with that?
Where
our dream would be? Our dream, let's say we have all the money in the world to build whatever we want, get as big as you can. What would our dream setup be for Twitch?
So, like, the biggest thing. So
Get
say
creative, Clint.
okay. Well, that's my point. So like my biggest thing is I have the technology. I don't have any other than like a DSLR. I don't ever know I'd actually upgrade to because that's just like so annoying. My biggest thing is having a place to stream. Would be my biggest dream setup situation would be not being in a bedroom. Then that's probably it. You know what? I have the computers, I have the means. I have once I graduate college and everything's confined, I'm gonna have so many computers and so many monitors. I could literally look like a fucking stock analyst where you sit there and they have 6 monitors everywhere. And then I could run like a dual PC stream on 2 God PCs, kind of like Dr. Lupo does. But my biggest thing is like everything around me would be the upgrade. Everything like that would be my biggest upgrade. Backdrop, like a room with like a backdrop, like Tim's got, like everyone else has, like something behind you that looks appealing. That it doesn't just shoot, you're streaming from a bed. Because like that's where we're stuck at. Like I'm stuck in the bedroom. Kind of just what I'm stuck at. That would be my
nothing
upgrade.
wrong with it, but
that would be my dream PC, my dream setup. I don't need a fucking. I don't need a Threadripper computer with 2 1080 Ti's because it's not necessary. I think that you know what, I could turn this into a dual PC stream, have like crazy high video quality, and then upgrade the background. That would be my dream. That would
dude,
be like my dream. No, I hate
my
dual
my
PCs. Dual PC.
my dream setup, okay? Because right now I'm in a college dorm room, pretty much, and I'm confined to this desk. I would have big old desk, and I think what I do, I would have a DSLR because I'm a video guy, so it'd be nice to have a DSLR either way, right? So I'd have a DSLR, and I would set up this whole backdrop with LEDs behind the monitors that kind of shed background light, kind of like Tim does, right? And then a nice ring light to have, a nice mic and an actual mic stand. I think the background would be the same thing. I think I would have like the whole thing covered in like foam strips, the foam strips for sound. I'd probably do that, but I'd have a probably cool artwork on it or whatever. Like I would go all in, man.
Yeah, I think that like for
5K
me that
PC.
like a 5K PC, you're talking about getting like a PC that's no longer really built for.
Well, it would be help for video editing as well because that's what I'm doing. But.
Well, like the biggest thing is like a 16 thread processor isn't gonna get the site like it just doesn't the way the threading works and the way that the processing works. It doesn't get as good of gaming performance on game. Like a 4-core or 6-core Intel processor.
Right, because it's built for certain things.
Like it's the way like it's just like about the way the processes run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that you know what, if I could run, if you could like you run a dual get a god tier PC to like stream and all your video work. Be the great built for fucking cranking out frame.
Right.
That would be. I could.
Go ahead, sir. I was gonna say, because right now the thing with my streaming is it sucks because whenever I'm not streaming and I'm playing games, the games run so good. I just want the games to feel like that while I'm streaming, so that way I can play it my best, and I don't feel like, man, if I was offline, I'd actually be putting out some actual gameplay. Like that's one of the biggest things I say to myself, which I need to stop. But
it is. I don't know. I think that my video quality couldn't go up very much more without switching. But
right.
Dual PC setups are so. Thought of literally running 2 keyboards on a desk.
I think I'm gonna be doing that. I don't know when, but whenever I get my new PC, I will be.
I don't know.
But yeah.
I'd have to I'd consider doing it. Like my laptop could do it. No, I have a capture card. and then I could just run the laptop as a laptop, like off somewhere.
Right.
Feels like such a risk. It just feels like if anything goes wrong, you're like, okay, I got one computer, let alone two.
Right. I get you, but yeah, I mean, dude, it'll be fun. I mean, because we're on episode 4 of the podcast, man. Wait
Don't
till
have
I
a
go.
single idea for next week's topic.
If you guys do
Feels
have any
bad.
ideas, put them down in the comment. We'll come up with some. But if you guys have any you want us to hear us discuss with, because you think we would discuss it good, then let us know, dude. I just can't wait till we come in and go. Welcome to episode 150 of the BeardedJay podcast. Doesn't that just sound good?
Oh, that sounds 3 years from now. That sounds awful.
Wait, but dude, imagine the progression. You'll be out of here. I mean, even you'll have a change in background come next week, right?
Yeah, it'll still be a bedroom. Unfortunately, it'll probably be worse. I think I'll like my location less in Florida because it'll kind of be like your situation where the only choice is to put my desk against a wall with my bed behind. There's just no other option.
It's fine. I mean, it's what you have to do. But like, dude, I mean, as the podcast progresses, as we keep going into this and get deeper and deeper in the hole with this, I think it'll be fun to see how it evolves.
Yeah.
And we evolve, you know?
Do like some
Feels
Destiny
good,
fucking deep talk streams? Political topic type shit? No, God, I couldn't.
Dude, dude, do you ever watch those?
I do. I watch Destiny
all the time.
I think he's
all the time.
I like watching him and watching him talk. I think he's I think he's very well spoken.
Well spoken, charismatic, and he's very like exactly how you'd put it. Like he's not politically super politically correct. When somebody says something stupid, he goes, "Yeah, you're fucking stupid." You know, like it's great. I love it. Anyways, do you have anything else you want to say before we go?
Don't be me. Invest wisely in your setups.
Don't just blindly go out and.
I've never that's the biggest thing is like I guarantee people sit there and anyone who listens to this is probably like, wow, I bet he regrets spending that much money or will regret. I don't currently have a single regret other than the laptop. Just because the laptop didn't it's still a great laptop, but it's just like my biggest regret isn't even the laptop. It's the fact that I bought the laptop and then 2 months later they released the same laptop with new graphics cards.
Right.
Because I didn't think that when I bought the laptop, they were just rolling out the 1000 series cards. Like it was literally like they had just announced them on the full size version. So normally it goes, they announce a full size version and then they go months and then they get a mobile version and then the mobile versions go in. But then the 1000 series cards just changed the whole fucking world and decided, you know what, now we have Max Q technology where they can just put a full size card in and as long as it gets good cooling, you get great performance out of it. But it's the full size card. It's like the full card.
Right.
It's just, I don't know. That's my biggest regret. I don't regret the computer. I regret not being patient and just waiting because I wanted it then.
Yeah. So the best way to put it is no regrets.
No regrets. Don't ever regret. Don't ever regret a purchase. If you have any second of thought that you're gonna regret the purchase, just don't make the.
Buyer's remorse hurts. It hurts. Okay. Well, this has been episode 4. Still consistent. Wait. Is it episode 4? Yeah, episode 4 of the BeardedJay podcast.
This one
still going strong.
This week's will be up on YouTube. We both had technical issues last week. It should be up on YouTube. Mine will be up by tomorrow for sure. I don't know when Jay ever uploads. I'll try to shoot for the same goal. Okay, I'll try to do the same thing. But we thank you all for coming out, man. Much love to everybody. YouTube comments below if you have anything you want to say. We do love you guys. We love you guys.
We'll, talk to you guys later, yeah?
Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to hit us on Twitter. Follow the streams. We do stream a lot.
Almost every day.
Are you still dual streaming on Mixer?
I haven't been since the past week, but yeah.
Because I was going to say,
talk
follow
to you guys
on
later.
Mixer too.
Yeah.
We gotta go 25 more minutes, bro.
What? No, we don't. See you guys.
See you guys.